Wait, hold on a sec. I gotta. Hold on, what is that? I just saw something out the window. What is that? What is that? It's a pig. It's a pig that's flying. Good joke. Moving on. So, Nintendo, they love, throwing their weight around. Big company, big fancy, big city, expensive lawyers they like to utilize whenever possible. They like lawsuits. They think they're fun. They love they love being the Goliath. They enjoy it. And usually, even when they don't really have that much of a case, but someone has done something they don't like or used their intellectual properties in a way that they do not like, even when they're not necessarily in the right, they're the ones with the money. So they do whatever they can to protect their IPs. Some may argue that they have to protect their IPs in every case, or else they lose their trademarks or whatever. That is a very common piece of misinformation. It's really not really quite how it works, but let's not go into all that today. Point is, though, they always win. They pretty much always win. Almost all of the time, they throw money at their lawyers, and the lawyers start saying a bunch of scary stuff and DMCAs and all this stuff. Usually the other party will be forced to back down, otherwise enter into a very, very long and expensive legal battle that they will probably lose anyway. But it seems that was a pig that I just saw flying outside of the window, because they have lost a case. A very funny, a very interesting case to lose. So, one Jose Mario Alfaro Gonzalez owns a supermarket, a grocery store, essentially, in Costa Rica. And this store has apparently been around for a while, and it is called Super Mario. Now, note, Mario is in this person's name. This isn't just Master Chief books. This is, Sans Undertale Laundromat. This is, this is Super Mario. I go by Mario. It's a name. People can be named Mario. It's a real thing. I've met some of them. They're real. So, his supermarket is Super Mario. And, obviously, Nintendo did not like this, and it's funny because, basically the store has been around for a while. He first applied for the Super Mario trademark in December 2013, but I guess Nintendo didn't really notice until more recently. He tried to renew the trademark in March 2024, and Nintendo took notice, and so they filed an opposition to the trade. So I guess technically, I don't know how much you could call this like a lawsuit. They're not like suing him for damages or anything, but like they are trying to use the law in order to stop this person. You could still call it a legal battle if you want to. Still went before a judge. So the point is they filed an opposition, and here's their case. Okay, he was trying to file the trademark under the grocery banner, canasta básica, just basic grocery stuff, food, coffee. Nintendo's case was this store does not just sell grocery items. They do sell more, and they're just trying to use this classification to cover that up. They clearly have awareness of the Super Mario franchise. This is not just random. This is not just because the guy has Mario in his name, because they apparently stock Mario-related items in the store and also use characters from Mario to kind of market the store on social media. And like, that's a pretty good case, I gotta say. Like, yeah, this person is using the image of Mario to market his Super Mario store. Not like the logo or anything. You look at the logo, and it's funny because it's not necessarily a Mario font. And the picture is just like a shopping cart. But like, it really kind of gives Mario vibes. It kind of has a sort of a feel of like New Super Mario Brothers font feel. Or like it kind of just has like a sort of an 80s, 90s font kind of feel. But, there's no Mario imagery in the picture itself. So I don't know. It is true. Like, on social media and even in the store selling Mario items. I don't know. Seems like a cut and dry case to me. It really does. It seems like Nintendo It seemed like this one was theirs to win. And yet, Mr. Gonzalez's lawyer had their own arguments. They were, as far as like not really being a grocery store and just using that to cover up this whole thing. Basically, nuh-uh. I mean, yeah, it's a grocery store. And here's the thing. That's the funny thing about the trademark, like legally of like Super Mario. You file a trademark, you file it under certain categories. And he was like, Nintendo hasn't filed it under grocery. They just haven't, entertainment, video games, toys, apparel, all that stuff, but not grocery. This is a distinct legal filing of this combination of words and this trademark. Nintendo, you don't have a Super Mario filed under grocery, which is funny because a little while ago they filed trademarks for like a bunch of food-related stuff. I wonder if this was somehow related. It seemed more likely it was going to be like restaurants or something, but I can't remember if grocery was involved. So the other point the lawyer makes is there are Mario items in the store, but none of them are official Nintendo of America products. And this story, Polygon did some deeper digging into the story. And they say that if you look at images, yeah, it kind of does just look like a bunch of bootleg stuff sold in the store. It's funny that would help. It's funny that would help in their favor. You'd think that selling bootlegs would be worse, but like, no, look, we're not even selling official Nintendo stuff. Just a bunch of knockoffs. And then, what probably is actually the strongest argument is just that super is a very common way to refer to supermarket. It's slang for supermarket in Costa Rica and probably other places as well. So the guy's name is Mario, or he's got Mario in his name. He's got a grocery store, he's got a supermarket, whatever. It's called Super Mario. That was their case, and it seems that it went in front of a judge, a legal advisor with the Registro Nacional, and they decided in Gonzalez's favor. They said that the Nintendo of America's arguments simply had no merit. And I don't know. Is it because this is Costa Rica? Nintendo is in a lot of different markets and a lot of different countries, and the legal system works differently in different countries. Would you get the same thing if I opened a grocery store and called it Super Mario? Would I be able to get away with it? Is this one of those things where it really does just come down to the individual person responsible for the decision? And even if that person was out sick and the other person was taking their place, they might have ruled in Nintendo's favor? I don't know. Does this set a precedent? Does this mean that there are other loopholes we can use to name things after Mario? It's just so funny. He used the likeness, that right there. You could argue the rest if he didn't lean into the Mario thing. He is, objectively speaking, trying to use images of Mario, things owned by Nintendo, to market his store, which is named, it seems to be, it really makes it feel like he has done this on purpose. And I feel like that would be enough to sway a judge in Nintendo's favor. But for whatever reason, it just didn't this time. There is still a guy in Costa Rica with a Super Mario store filled with bootleg Mario stuff, and he posts Mario stuff on Facebook, and it seems that he got away with it. Sometimes the little guy does win. Every once in a while, the little guy wins. And you know what? More power to him. I feel good for him. I don't know, maybe Nintendo is right in this case. Maybe they are. But also, who cares? Who cares? I don't know. Let the little guy win sometimes. Who cares? This is not damaging your brand. It's not really doing anything bad to your image of Mario or whatever. It's just whatever. Who cares? Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to file a trademark for my new business, The Legend of Zelda, massage therapy and dry cleaning.